This is Liddell Lloyd. I'm from Gardena, California. Currently reside in Houston, Texas. My last video, I talked about the community response team. All right, now it's got caught traction. I've had a lot of people share my video, things like that, over 1,000 views, but we got to go a little more than that. All right, it's our mission to use God's gifts that He gave us for the good of the people. And again, I don't want any type of recognition for the things that I say. All I want to do is initiate change. I feel like that's my purpose. I've been a school teacher and a football coach for over 20 years. That being said, I really want to initiate the gifts of being able to communicate with people, being able to come up with solutions. All right, so what I've heard in the media recently is, and I'm going to change my views as well, not community response team, we're going to change that to the community review board. It sounds better. The thing about that is they're reviewing all the different infractions by police officers. They're reviewing all the different complaints. All right? Now, that being said, the community review board, we got to make sure they have subpoena power. What does that mean? That means that they're eligible to subpoena any tape to be installed as evidence when it comes to court cases, subpoena any officers, subpoena any witnesses. And this is a way that we can actually get into the nitty-gritty, get into the court system. And if that community review board has a subpoena power, this is one thing we'll do. So there's two different real things we're pushing for. First thing is that community review board. We got to have them on deck. We got to have the people in place. I want to make it to where it's an election process. I can elect my brother to be on the community review board, somebody I know that's big in the community, somebody I know that's doing things in the community, and basically for a year, something of that nature. All right, the next thing, that's the first one. The next thing is qualified immunity. If you don't know what qualified immunity is, and I'm going to read it. This is the doctrine that shields government officials for being held personally liable for constitutional violations. Now, every death by the police we know is unconstitutional, especially how it happened. Most of these things go against their protocol as police officers, as civil servants. Most of the things go against everything that they believe in when it comes to protect and serve the community. All right? So, these are two things. Qualified immunity, community response team, community review board. All right, when it comes to those two things, now this is where the challenge is. All right, what I did with my last video is I put it on every platform I could. I appreciate everybody else for putting my videos on those platforms, but the challenge is this. All these celebrities, all these football players, all these basketball players, everybody's talking about change. Everybody's giving $1 million here, $1 million there. Just to say, oh, I gave $1 million to Black Lives Matter. I gave $1 million to all these different outlets. Put your money where your mouth is. You get on that community review board. So football players, basketball players, if you in a city that has basketball, that has football, has a professional team, y'all should be trying to push to get on that community review board. Y'all should be able to push for qualified immunity. These are things y'all should push for. Your money, put it towards that. Make your money go ahead and work for you. Make your money work for your community. Make your money do the things it's supposed to do. Don't leave these other people in charge to just say, oh, I got his money, I'm gonna do what I wanna do with it. Nah, you put your stamp on where your money goes. Put your stamp. Celebrities also. You know, you got these different celebrities that's at funerals, you got these different celebrities that's tossing around $1 million, that's talking about the cause, talking real tough. Put it in legislation. Put your money where the legislation is and make sure the change is happening and see your money work. All right? So again, this is the next thing, man. Make something positive go viral. Make something positive go viral. Make the people around you work for what you need to work on. All right? So that being said, second video, I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm going to push my line. I'm push my line for change. All right? That's what you want to think about. All right? Love y'all. Again, no color lines. Everybody invited, everybody included. Let's go ahead and make this thing work. Push. Qualified immunity. Push. Community review board. Y'all young folks especially. Y'all push harder than we can. All right, y'all get out there. Y'all write y'all legislation. Y'all write y'all governors. Write y'all Congress people. Y'all go ahead and write this out so that way, and do your research, man. All right? I did a lot of research on these things. So that being said, go ahead and push. Love y'all. Get back at you.